Okay, we're gonna do 3 of my favorite arm bars from Side Control. And before I get to the last one, which is my favorite, all I ask is for you guys to subscribe and like, and try to watch the whole video. I think I need more watch time, so I'm gonna try and do more like 5-10 minute videos so I get credit, so I can get monetized someday by YouTube. The 3-minute clips, they don't really help me as far as watch time, so I'm gonna try to do more 5-10 minute videos. So I'm gonna give more details, so it'll be really useful if you watch the whole video. Right? The first basic armbar I like to teach my students is the step over armbar. So what it is when I'm here, I'm gonna underhook this arm. So you could be here. We're gonna swim for the underhook. I'm gonna grab the tricep, pull him up on his side. And we want to capture this arm by pulling it down and keep my elbow inside of his ribs. Okay, so if he tries to pull that arm out, it's stuck. My second hand, I want to put it, like place it behind his head, so it's hard for him to go flat. So try to go flat. Stops him going to go flat. So I have this arm blocking his head. I'm going to step over. 1. And put my knee inside of his armpit as I spin. Okay, so I'm going to spin, putting my knee in his armpit. And I'm going to pinch my knees. So here, then my free hand's going to grab his wrist, and I slowly slide down for the armbar. Right. Okay, that's the armbar number 1. I'm going to go over armbar number 2. Okay, this one here, what I'm going to do is trap this arm with my hip. Okay, so the best entry is like a judo side. So as I get judo side, I already have this arm. So I'm going to switch my hip, trapping this arm. And I'm going to grab under his head, and I'm going to grab his armpit. Okay, so now his head, his arm is going to be stuck. As I pull, I got my elbow to my hip, and I'm grabbing his armpit, and now that arm, his right arm is stuck. So try to put that arm out. That's the whole key to this detail. Now this hand normally is going to frame to push me. I'm going to go up, push his wrist to his chest, and now he's pinned. Okay. Now it's important for me to lean on my left, so I can step over my right leg. Okay, grab my ankle. Now I can take my hand out. Now he's kind of like in a triangle. Okay, he's completely trapped, head and arm. All I have to do now is lean towards his hip and take this left leg up and over his head, pinching my knees together. Now this arm is gonna pinch his wrist with my armpit here. Armpit, and squeeze, and slowly I'm going to hip into that elbow. Okay, he taps, we let go. Again, this is a super tight armbar. I don't need to grab the wrist. I just need to pinch by squeezing my elbow and armpit and grabbing my own butt here. And now he's locked in. Very tight armbar. Okay, to be fair, let's switch out the brother. Okay, so this arm bar is one of my favorite arm bars. No one taught this to me. I kind of learned it on my own, but I'm sure some Brazilian somewhere is doing the same thing. But the way I discovered it was when I get to side control, people try to turtle and run away. So I like to grab one and take his bottom arm right under the elbow. Okay, and I keep my chest down. Now here's the key to get this arm bar is when I'm pulling his bottom elbow, I'm gonna put my elbow into his jaw right here. Right here, now he's pretty much stuck. So if he tries to turn into me, got a cross face with my elbow. Yep. Tries to turn away from me, I'm pulling that bottom arm up. So he cannot roll away. So either way he turns, turn into me, stuck. Turn away from me, he's stuck. So this is why I love this arm bar. You got control with one hand. The key again is pulling this arm up and putting my elbow right in his jaw. Now, the hard part where I think a lot of people have a hard time with is getting the arm bar. So I'm folding my right leg and I'm going to slide up with my leg folded, my right leg folded, and I'm going to step over my left leg. And now, holding this arm, I'm going to start leaning towards his head and bring up my knee. Now my knee is up. I have this arm. I'm going to squeeze. Okay. Now he is really stuck. So try to turn left or right. Ain't going anywhere. And what I like to do now is just slide up till I get this arm. Okay, so I'm going to squeeze and continue to pull and slide till I get this arm. And that arm bar is pretty much cooked from the beginning. How'd that feel? Very tight, right? So, Ivan, the only way to know is you have to feel it. Like Ethan, you felt it. Remember now, this arm bar is with one arm, one hand. So we're here, try to turn away. Boom, I catch the bottom arm, grab his elbow, pull and get my elbow in his jaw. Bam, right there. That's the lock in right there. Then you try to turn left, try to turn right. Try to turn into me, try to turn away from me. Ain't going anywhere. Slide my folded right leg up his back, step over his head. I'm continuing to pull his arm, squeezing my elbows, and even at this point, try to roll, try to escape. Complete control, guys. And then I just get this arm eventually as I slide. Boom. It's done. How'd that feel?
Really, really fast. That was really good.
Okay, guys, again, these 3 arm bars, my favorites. They work when you practice, they work when you do it correctly, and that's the key. You can't just be watching videos and think that, oh, you learned it, you're gonna do it. No, you actually gotta practice on people. You have to roll live, see their reactions. But if you do it correctly and you put the right pressure, you should be able to get an arm bar. It's worked for me a lot in the past, especially that last one that I discovered on my own. Again, I'm not saying I invented it, I just discovered it on my own, that I feel is like a 99% finish for me. So, thank you to the boys for helping, and thank you guys all for subscribing.